Hello. Good evening, good afternoon, ladies. How are you all doing for a hump day? That's the normal question I ask every single week, right? Come on, ladies, who is down there? Looking forward to having you all on this Wholesome Wednesday session number 107. It's a surprise session. Come on, ladies. Hello. Oh, I can see one. You want to say hello to me? 2, 3. Yay! That's excellent. Who are you, ladies? Just identify yourself or just say hello to me. I can revert back to you all. Say hi, hello, namaste, namaskara. Darshana, thank you. Thank you, Darshana. Thank you. That's nice. Ladies, come on, ladies. And a surprise session. Thank you, Sujata, for joining in. Thank you. It would have been a wonderful session if the session stayed the same today, but it's a surprise. Various reasons, right? Life is all about ups and downs, and the presenter had to cancel the session today, so I'm just filling in, and it's a surprise session for everyone. I was wanting to do this for a long time, but was holding on for the right time indication, and it has come through. I thought I will do that session. I absolutely admire your consistency. Thank you, Darshana. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I agree. I'm very consistent. Probably not for too long. If I don't get any participants, I'm literally struggling to find the talents from the group to be presented. I'm literally juggling and finding it hard. They come back and say, oh, yes, I can do. And then they pull back. It's going on. But still, I'm continuing. I don't know whether I would be able to fulfill the same in the coming weeks. But yeah, I have to be optimistic, right? So I will move on. Right. Thank you, ladies, for joining in. I've got a good number here. 9 is a good number. Thank you, Uma. Thank you for participating in. Thank you. Well, today is session number 107 and it's a surprise session. It's all about sarees and sarees and sarees and sarees. One take, hang on to the excitement. I'm excited as well. But anyway, I'll just tell you all in a minute. And before that, my usual session about wishing happy birthdays. Today is Mrs. Purnima Prashad, Shilpa Harish and Huma Rajesh from the group celebrating their birthday. Happy birthday, ladies! And for all the ladies who celebrated the birthday from last week up until today, wishing them again a very, very, very happy birthday. And then comes the segment of the national days, the National Almond Butter Crunch Day. Who doesn't like almonds? Wow, it's yummy, isn't it? It could be in any shape or form, just raw almonds. That's my favorite. And anyway, in the recent years, it's just picked up because of its protein content. And everyone kind of munch on the almonds. So you can use the butter crunch, what is it called? The National Almond Butter Crunch Day if you want to. It's a toffee. If not, you can just enjoy almonds. The next one is the National Waffle Iron Day. It's just a humble, it's a 2-hinged, metal plate with honeycomb design in it, and it has become so popular. Kids have it with different kinds of berries or strawberries or chocolate syrup or maple syrup. It could be anything, either way, you can enjoy the waffle anytime. So this is the time or this is the day to enjoy the waffle. The next one is quite interesting. It's called the National Hug Holiday Day. So this is all about hugs. It's so much difference. Like, if you hug a person, or, even if you hug a kid, it makes a lot of difference, the physical touch of the body, the vibrations in it makes a lot of difference. So today is the National Hug Holiday Day. You can hug your partner, you can hug your parents, you can hug your kids, just justify it, That's the National Hug Day. That reminds me of the international, or maybe she is more national. No, she's an international figure. How many of y'all have heard of Mata Amrutanandamayi? She is the hugging saint. She's very popularly known as the hugging saint. I'm sure all of you would have heard of her name. I did have the privilege of going to her session probably about 15 or 20 odd years ago. We were new to the country. We didn't know. I hadn't heard about that Mataji. She is from Kerala, and she happened to visit here. Then I thought, okay, one of our friends was going. We thought, okay, we'll just grab the opportunity and just go and attend as to what it is. Because at the same time, there are so many other different subsects, Brahma Kumaris, for example. My mother-in-law used to be a good follower of Brahma Kumari. So I was kind of aware of the other, I don't know whether you can call it a cult, whatever it is, the spiritual belief and the spiritual teams you follow with. And I ended up going to this Amrutanandamayi session up in, it was held in Sydney Boys High School in the city. Anyway, we went, and it was so structured. It was meant to start, we were meant to be there by 6 o'clock or something. We were there on time, and we were just given some bands, or maybe a kind of ID card kind of thing, to hang around. And it was all in different colors and bands and everything. And we were made to sit in different areas, 10 of them go to right, or 10 of them go to left, or 10 of them go upstairs, or whatever. You kind of get distributed. And then we were just waiting, you were seated, and then you wait for Mataji to come through. It took some time, and in the interim there were a lot of chanting and meditation sessions and preachings and all of that. After about an hour and a half, Mataji delivered her speech, and then the hugging started. The hugging, I think it started around 8 o'clock. And people were again, it was so well balanced and so well done. And people were asked to again line up, and that was also controlled quite well. And then some people were asked to go and grab their dinner. And then some people were asked to line up, and we just lined up. And again, it was one to, if you were with your partner, you were seated together. If you were with a family of 4 or 6, you were seated together. And then, you had all their followers along her side, and she's a hugging saint. She started hugging each and every single person who attended there without even getting up. Probably she finished around about 12 in the night, and she was continuously seated, and she was fully massaged. Her followers, completely massaged her shoulders, her legs, her arms, everything was completely massaged. Who can sit for 4 hours continuously without even shaking or doing anything? And anyway, there are quite a few followers there, before it's your turn, they come and ask you, which place are you from? And then, we said we are from Bangalore. And then anyway, Kannada is the word. So they went and, they go and whisper something in Mataji's ears. I think probably they say they are from Karnataka, or they are from Kerala, or they are from Tamil Nadu, whatever it is. And then once you go, when your turn comes in, for the hugging turn, you go there. And then Mataji whispers something in your ears. And for me, I thought, she was told that we were from Kerala. And she said, Muddu male, like I didn't even know what it was. And I was asking everyone, what does it mean? What does it mean? And, and ultimately figured out that you're a beautiful girl. Am I correct? Any Keralites there, you can tell me what it is. And anyway, after that, it was our turn to have a dinner. We had a dinner, again, came back, sat for some time, just witnessed her hugging and hugging and hugging. And that was an amazing experience. I just thought I'll just share that because it just come at the right time, which happens to be the National Hug Holiday Day. But there is no holiday as such, but we can just kind of like, talk about the international saint who is known as the hugging saint. She is none other than Mata Amritanandamayi, coming from Kerala, India. And even their team do a lot of humanitarian work, like it could be anything related to healthcare, livelihood, disaster control, education, food, shelter. It could be anything, they provide help, which is a great, great thing to do. So that's what they do. If you're interested, you can go and check out their team. I'm not sure whether they would be coming back again. I wouldn't have a clue. So you can go and check if you're interested to know more about Mataji. The next one is the National Camera Day. I'm making use of the camera all the time. So whoever has phones and, the mobile devices, you all make use of that. So you obviously indirectly celebrating the National Camera Day. So that is the National Camera Day for today. And today's sari. I specifically chose the sari. Today's sari is the KSIC sari, which is the sari from Karnataka. And this is the Karnataka Silk Industries Corporation Limited. And this happens to be a KSIC sari, and it has got mica prints on it and a single border. And this is actually mom's. Every time she comes, she leaves the saris behind. And this time she ended up getting this. And I have a similar one. And I'll show you my sari in a little while. And that has got a little bit of black border in it. And this sari also comes with a blouse piece, but she hasn't, cut the blouse piece. It's in running. And this is what the sari is. I'll be posting it tonight. It's a beautiful, beautiful sari. And they all come in like, bright colors, especially the one with the mica prints come in, bright colors. Well, anyway, so that's about my KSIC sari. And tonight, I have to say that, the session which was announced had to be pulled off for various reasons. I'm not going into the details of that. Anyway, I had to fill in. So I just thought I'm going to showcase all my KSIC saris, whatever I have. So I will be showcasing the saris one by one. And just to give you an idea what they are. And, it's just a sheer pleasure to drape them. Even like, to touch and feel. And, you can literally feel the premium fabric in it. And that is what I'll be showcasing tonight. And I've got a few questions here, or maybe people are saying something. Let me just see who is on here. Thank you, ladies, for joining in. Sudha Prasad, thank you. Uma, thank you. Darshana is asking, how do you manage to know the birthdays? Is it a Facebook setting? Yes, it is a Facebook setting, Darshana. It's the general feed. But unfortunately, I have approached Facebook, so there is no way that I can get to know the birthdays in the group. So whatever comes in the feed, those are the ones who get mentioned. Unfortunately, that's the only way I can capture them. But it's an unfortunate thing that not all people get captured. So whoever comes in the feed, they all get captured. Sadhna, thank you for watching. Sahana, thank you. Upama, thank you. Asha, thank you. Upama is saying hello. Thank you. Gayatri, Ramya, Archana, Deepa, thank you. Geeta Gopinath says, hi Hema, thank you. Hi Geeta. Kavya Kumar, Pooja Sharma, thank you. Geeta Nagraj is saying, hi Hema, thanks Geeta. Smruti, thank you. Asha Banu says, you're such an eloquent speaker. I loved every word of yours. Oh, no, not at all. I'm not at all, okay? I just kind of like, just speak. That's all. If you just give me a topic, you can see what my gaps are. Like, I'm not good at speaking. Anyway. Thank you very much for that. So starting off, Darshana says, that's brilliant that you wish all. I will see if I can see the same. If not, I will contact you for guidance. Oh, sure. Definitely, Darshana. Just a little bit of knowledge I can share. But obviously, it all depends on the setting and how it is presented, right? Pleasure. All right. So we will start our saris. I've just pulled it off from my wardrobe and I have put it here. Otherwise, like, it kind of like, becomes messy to show. So as you all know, I'll just give a little bit of intro about the Mysore silk. There's a little bit of background for Mysore silk. So as you all know, Mysore is rich for its royal heritage and grandeur. And it is no surprise that the silk produced here reflect the traditional splendor through its rich yet delicate motifs. The name Mysore silk is a befitting tribute to its ancestry. Karnataka Silk Industries Corporation Limited, the proud inheritor of this royal legacy, has treasured it for over 7 decades, has been producing 100% pure silk with pure gold zari. The silk products are manufactured in factories located in Mysore, the district of Karnataka state, and the silk weaving factory in Mysore, presently owned by KSIC, was established in the year 1912 by Sri Nalvadi Krishnaraja Wodeyar, or Maharaja of Mysore province. Initially, the silk fabrics were manufactured and supplied to meet the requirements of the royal family and ornamental fabrics to their armed forces. The sarees, up until now, when I say now, probably about a few years ago, they changed it. Like, each and every sari, I'm going to show you the saris. Each and every sari come with a number. So the number is still the same. And again, you also do get a hologram in the sari. So which is very, very characteristic of the saris. Asha Banu, you want to join me in the video, are you? Are you sure you want to join me in the video? Yeah, just let me know. I can bring you in a little while. So the hologram, it's just a kind of like, just small as like a plastic or a sticky kind of like, sticker, which is stuck on the inside of the sari. And if that is scanned, the whole of the history comes in, like as to where it was woven, who did that, and which batch it was from, etc., etc. Obviously, we wouldn't be interested in that, but as long as it's authentic, that is what the authentic saris are. Okay, I'm going to start off with the saris which I have placed in this order. Just 1 second. So, I'm showcasing this sari. This is actually another printed silk sari, right? And the printed silk saris, it's interesting. Not all saris come with blouses. There's a denomination there, which is 15,000 rupees. Those are the saris which come with the blouses, right? And if it is below 15,000 or if it is above 15,000, it doesn't come with the blouses. It's very interesting. I don't know what the interesting factor of that 15,000 rupees is. I've got to find out next time when I go there. And this is another geometric monochromatic one, again, mom's. Every time she comes, she brings a few saris and just says, I'm tired of wearing them. You can have it. So she leaves this behind. So I've got my niece joining as well, listening. Yes, Tanya, you won't get anything, okay? All of the saris, your aunt has it. So this is another sari of mom. Again, this is also with a blouse piece. So not all saris. So this one did come with the blouse piece, but mom didn't stitch that. And I did not either. So I'm just wearing a gold. And interestingly, all saris in Mysore silk, I tell you, it just perfectly fits if you have a gold colored blouse. So you can have n number of multiple color, different style. And, even in gold, you get like, different shades of gold. So you can pick and choose different shades of gold and you can showcase them. So this is another favorite sari of mine, saying that I only, I think, draped once or twice. Probably about 6 years old, I think. Again, gifted by mom. Obviously mom doesn't give me black saris, but somehow I just sneak in saying, I'm getting a sari from mom. I end up getting the black colored one. So this one has got gold jari, and the gold jari is in such a way that it's kind of like, it's patterned equally. And you also get the gold jari, which is graded, like, this one could be like, 2 lines, and the next one could be about 6 lines, and then 8 lines and 10 lines. But this one is this sari here. And I've got this beautiful blue colored sari. This is also probably years and years and old, a beautiful sari. And this one was gifted by my husband. So this did not come with a blouse. I ended up getting a blouse from the fabric in KSIC, and they are a bit dearer too. And this sari has got a little bit of spale in it. So if you all remember, this used to be the sari, the signature sari on their boxes. The KSIC box had this sari, and this was also on the billboards as well. And he fell in love with the sari, and then I got the sari in memory of that. And this is what the sari is, right? I think I might have a box as well with that sari. And these two, I'll go one by one because the fabric is different. So this is another sari, a checkered sari. This one I inherited from my mother-in-law very recently. And this has got a beautiful, it's kind of like, bottle green with maroon. And it's a full checkered sari with a little jari border on it. This one is another KSIC, which is like half and half. It's tri-colored, it's blue, and then you have a little bit of magenta and a little bit of purple in it. This did not come, I'm kind of like, matching with another sari blouse, which is kind of similar shade. So I've just put it in there. So this is that sari. As I told you, they don't come with the blouse pieces. And this is also the same. This belongs to another sari, and that sari, I think it's in Mysore at the moment because it was a bit short. It's not the same KSIC silk. It's a different chiffon silk. That sari is still with mom because she was fixing that up. And this one is a Georgette Banaras. Georgette KSIC. So, and this is a small checks, right? It's called like crinkled crepe or something. So that is that sari. And this sari is beautiful one. This is from my wedding trousseau, and it has got a beautiful border on both the sides. And I was telling about the numbers, right? I should show you all. There are some, who wouldn't even know what the numbers are. Where are you? Here you go. I don't know how many can see that number. So it's kind of like, woven into the sari. So this is what the sari is, the numbers are woven into that. So this is from my wedding trousseau. And this is another beautiful color. It's like, purplish, a deep purple, I would say. Again, double side border. It's again mom's sari. She left it behind. So I encourage her to buy the KSIC saris all the time. So that will come back to me. this is also one of hers. It's a maroon colored sari, a double colored. This might be an old sari. When I say old sari, probably about 20 years old, still intact. So she doesn't want to wear. So it all comes to me because my sister doesn't like. So it comes to me. So I was talking about the mica print, right? So this is my mom's and this is mine. This is a gift from my husband. So if you see this one, it's slightly different. This has got a black border and a little zari in there, and the mica prints and the florals are more in this, whilst the one which I have draped is kind of like, scattered across, and this one is more dense. I think I should get some royalty from KSIC. And this one is, mom had draped this recently. This is a double mango border. And it's kind of red, or it's kind of like, deep red color. And the top one has got like a little border in it, and it's a double mango border. Right? And this one is, and again, another KSIC sari with Kasuti work on it. And Kasuti work was started in 2016, I believe. And they had ordered about 200 saris for the ladies to hand embroider. And then what happened? It got sold in a snap. And then they said, okay, we have to do something. And then they came up with the idea of getting it embroidered, because the artisans were taking at least 1 month to finish a sari, which obviously is very painstaking, because this is the Kasuti work, which is from Dharwad. And they wanted to kind of digitalize that and make it into machine made. And now the machine made, it's not hand embroidered, it is machine embroidered. And this is also done in Mysore. And these saris also, I think they produce about 300 or 400 saris, and it gets distributed across all the KSIC stores. And then it gets snapped so quickly. And this is not expensive. It is less than 8K. So it's in the starting range. So still elegant. So this is the color which mom got for me this time. And I'll show you mom's. I'm sure she's going to leave that to me. And this is mom's. She has folded it on the other side. So you have got the color embroidered here. So this is the colors what mom has. And the next one I have is, this one is another checkered sari. Sorry, I've just tagged it for some reason. So this is again a big checks. So you have got different sizes in the checks. It could be small checks, or it could be big checks, or double checks, or single checks. You just go mad when you go there. You kind of you literally take so much time to decide which color you want, because the spread of saris will be in such a way. And you'll be dicing and ticing no, I want this, no, I want that. You already have that color or that shade. So in my case, what happens, mom goes and buys them and finally figure out it's the same color. If you have been seeing our posts, you see almost similar color shades. So she ends up buying the similar shades, and anyway, it comes to me, but she keeps one, and sometimes everything comes to me. So those two saris, and this one is another KSIC sari, which is royal blue, and it has got horizontal lines, the gold lines. It's very, very close knit. So this is another sari. I just love this sari. I say I love this sari. By the time I come to that again, it takes such a long time. So this is another sari. And if anyone is wanting to try out, I would say this is the minimum range sari available in KSIC without a zari. Some kind of like, like it with zari, and some may not like it with zari. So this is the minimum range sari available in KSIC. I think it costs about 6,000. So, and it's pure silk. And if you're, creative, you can get some embroidery done or anything. It could be, you can be as creative as anything. You can paint, or you can just leave it as it is. I prefer to be as it is. So I haven't even draped it. So I should drape it sometime. So it will come. The turn will come. I'm not sure when. So this is that sari here. And I have to showcase this sari. So this is again the plain sari which I showed. And I always a little bit over enthusiastic when I do my Wholesome Wednesday session. If you all remember, there was one session which was about embroidery, about hand embroidery. It was about tilla work, ari work, and similar kind of work done by Rachna. So I ended up kind of asking her to embroider this. These are all hand embroidered, and the whole sari is kind of scattered with these floral motifs. They are all handmade, hand embroidered, and I wanted it specifically for this. And I haven't even draped this, so it will come. The turn will come, I'm not sure when. So this is again a pink and a blue combination. So that's what that one is. And this is another striped sari. I was talking about the gradation. So the other black one did not have the single lines here. If you can see this one has a kind of single lines. So it's kind of different. This is a deep red color. This actually my dad bought it for both of us, like me and my sister, and plus my sister-in-law and my mom. So I think I have worn everyone's. My sister-in-law's is magenta, my mom's is royal blue, and mine is red. I have worn all the three saris there. So this one is another Rani pink in color. This one has mango border. So it's a single mango border. And this is what the sari is. Let me see who all are watching. And if you have any comments, if you want to add anything, you can certainly add. I can just call out. So where did I stop? I stopped. Jyoti Patak, thank you for joining in. Neeta, thank you. Mamta, thank you. Purnima Nagraj, thank you. Lata Nagraj saying, hello, Hema, how are you? I'm good. Manorama, thank you. Tanya, thank you. Shubha, thank you. Pratima, thank you. Purnima saying, wow, good collection of Mysore silks. Oh, very tiny collection, Purnima. I won't say very good collection, just a very tiny one. Dipti, thank you. Geeta Nagraj saying, beautiful collection. Thank you. Sushma, thank you. Rachana, thank you. I did acknowledge you. I haven't worn your sari yet. Savita, thank you. Nagalakshmi, thank you. Andal, thank you. Rekha, thank you. Rekha Khan saying, hi, Hema Shetty. Hi, Rekha, thank you. Thank you for joining in. And probably I'll be running out now. I have shown so many saris. And this is another one, again, of Mom's, a tri-colored sari. So this is green and a little bit of brown and red combined. So this is another sari she has. She's left it behind. She said, She wears like once or twice and then she says, all is yours. And this one is another mustard with black, a beautiful mustard. And this is also quite old, probably about 15 or 20 years old. The sari. And I've got a similar one, but a kind of similar shade, but plain border, right? This is not a contrast border. This is a similar border. And interestingly, all KSICs, to tell you frankly, their borders are like, it's always kind of like, I would kind of like say it's not as flashy as Kanjivaram's, but the silk sari has got its own style. So this is what that sari is. And this is another mom-in-law sari which I inherited. I haven't draped it yet. It's directly come from the dry cleaner. So it is kind of like, folded in this way. It is kind of yellow and green. I haven't draped it yet. I'm just waiting for an opportunity to drape. But mom-in-law has draped it several times. That was her favorite sari. And this is another exclusive sari. Even this one, you don't get it very often. This is similar to the one which I showed. This is the Georgette, Mysore silk Georgette. As soon as it comes, it gets snapped up so quickly. And I'm keeping my eyes again for another sari, like, checks in, like, a medium-sized checks. I'm looking forward to have another sari. So it's again, it's a sheer pleasure to drape this. It's a beautiful, it's very light and it's beautiful. And another sari is a light pink. It's a baby pink and it's double checks. When I say double checks, this is the double checks, right? And that check size can vary from whatever, like, different ones. Like it could be small checks or double checks. It could be different styles. So this is another baby pink. I just love this. It's a beautiful, beautiful baby pink. And this is another plain, simple sari gifted by my sister-in-law. It's a plain border. It's the minimum border you can get. And this is kind of like, a green colored sari. So this should be at least, we came here 28 years ago, probably should be 25 years old, this one. So this is another sari of mom's. This is a new addition for her, but I haven't draped it. I will, I'm just waiting for a chance. So I will drape this sari. So this is her sari. This is a new one. When I say new one, probably 2 years old or something, right? So that's that. And she has picked another green. Again, it's her choice. So she has picked another green, but it's a different border. It's double border and a slightly different shade. And all her saris, sometimes when she chooses, it's kind of like, either similar colors or different shades. And she'll end up saying, oh, I thought I did not have that color. So that's why you can see us twinning with the same colored sari. And this sari, which I had draped 2 days ago, is gray and maroon. And it's a single border. So this one side doesn't have anything, but the border, the bottom one, does have a border. So it's a beautiful gray and maroon. And a similar sari, which I got this as a gift in memory of my dad passing away. It's the yearly celebration they make. So They wanted us to buy KSIC because I don't know whether I have mentioned Granddad used to work in KSIC as the superintendent probably in 1940s, earlier on that period. And all my mom's siblings, they have grown up wearing KSIC petticoats, KSIC skirts, and KSIC saris, and they used to hate KSIC like anything. But as and when we kind of grew up, the grandkids, we kind of emphasized the specialty of that, and then mom started buying them. So that's how I've accumulated so many saris, but I won't say so many. It's just a tiny bit, a long way to go. So this one is not, as I mentioned, the sari pallu kind of very plain. Only some saris come with pallus. So this sari has got scattered motifs throughout the pallu there. Otherwise, it's kind of I would say boring. The pallu is just kind of simple, and it doesn't kind of appeal, but that's what KSIC is anyway. And this is another sari, a light pink sari, singles border. I haven't draped it yet. It's brand new, so you'll be seeing me showcase the saris whenever, I don't know whenever. So that's that one there. And this is also a new edition. So this is bright orange with green. I haven't draped it yet. I think I should have at least half a dozen KSI saris which I haven't draped. So this is also plain, and this is a recent edition, mom got it this time. So this is orange with bright green. KSIC people, if you're watching me, I think I should get royalty. And this one is another gift by my husband, poor husband. He got it maybe 5 or 6 years ago. It's still waiting to be opened. I don't know when, but I will. It's just sitting here. So this is a light peach color. I'm not sure what the color is showing at your end, but this is a light peach color. So these are my KSIC saris. I hope you all liked it. I'm kind of always excited when I showcase my KSIC saris. So this will be available later on. Please go and you can check it out. And on top of that, I just wanted to tell you all 2 other saris, not belonging to KSIC, but still a little bit special. And this one is Bini silk sari. It used to be popular in those days, but Bini mills got sold off, and now it is taken care of by Chamundi Silks. And they are the ones who manufacture these saris. I don't think so the quality will be the same. This sari should be at least maybe 40 or 50 years old. I inherited from my aunt. I kind of pushed her saying, no, I want this sari, give it to me, because mom did not have any Bini silk and I did not have. I just wanted to have it for my collection. So I inherited from her. So you used to get different ones. Even now you get it, but the quality will not be the same as these saris. They're a little bit thinner, and they are more or less, kind of look similar to KSIC, but you can make out by the texture as to, the feel of it. You can easily make out between the two. And there is another sari, which coming from Mysore, I have to showcase this. This is the sari from Mysore Palace, right? This is also probably about 20 or 25 years old. So each sari they made, it was like a double colored sari. This is kind of it kind of graded in color. We've got the brown, and then it goes lighter, and then you have the other color. And this comes with the blouse piece as well. So the blouse, luckily I'm able to fit into the blouse, but it's the other style. And each of the Gandaberunda motifs, which is the emblem of Mysore, is in the sari. So it's very special, like, owning something from Mysore Palace. I'm not sure whether saris are still sold there, but mom did say that the saris are still sold. If you're interested, you can go and check it out there. And I have to show you the pallu of this. It's such a beautiful one. It's such a beautiful one. I fell in love because of the pallu. I'm going to open this sari because I have to showcase this. See, it's kind of like graded Gandaberundas, and it's a beautiful, beautiful pallu. So I just love the pallu of it, and it's really, really nice. I won't say similar to KSIC, you can make out. As soon as you touch, you can make out the sheer texture in the sari. But it's just because of Gandaberunda. I think I ended up buying this. Not me. Mom ended up buying this. So these are my saris there. If you have anything to share about KSIC, please put it in the comment section there. I would love to know if anything different, which I don't know. The only thing about the maintenance of the sari, you have to be very, very careful, especially with oil. And other than water, like, especially juice and things like that, it doesn't gel, like, it just stains. And it's very difficult to get it off. So you have to get it dry cleaned. Even if you get it dry cleaned, it's not the same. And it is, the sari as such is very sensitive, especially to turmeric and oil. It's a no. Just make sure you're very careful, especially when you are eating, right? So that's the time and even during puja, like, make sure that you don't put turmeric on, especially, like, obviously when you are given haldi kumkum, you're so excited and you put your haldi into your, Mangal Sutra. So just don't do that, especially if you're wearing KSIC, because the turmeric gets in very quickly. So just make sure you don't put haldi on that. And ironing, it's just a sheer pleasure to iron the KSIC saris. So you just glide it just glides. So it's beautiful. And make sure you iron and then wear, especially the KSIC saris. It has got its own look and it looks beautiful. So these are my saris. So come on, ladies, who else is there watching? Meena Sundar saying, such an elegant look. Netra saying, I have 5 Mysore silk sari collection, loved it. That's great. Karthi, Siva, thank you for joining in. Kavita, thank you. Rupa, thank you. The texture of pure Mysore silk is so special. Yes, Rekha, you are exactly right. And, it's just such a pleasure to drape this, you do anything. And mom is so fond of it, like, even for regular cooking and everything, she's very cautious. She says, I'm okay, I can wear them. So she wears it. And I'm not sure how many of you all know, if there are, like, people from not south, not that much, but north, east, west, if people are watching from there. This is the signature sari, especially, for elders, right? If you have an elderly person, like, like my mom or mother-in-law, or people are, like, around 70 plus and everything, they prefer to wear only KSIC saris. So especially coming from my community, they even at home, they dress up, they wear these saris. And this is like a signature sari for them. And on top of that, I don't know how many of you all are traditional, like, this one doesn't have the negative impact, especially, like, like, it's just equal to woolen and, come on, ladies, give me the word there. Like, it can be passed on from person to person without anything. I'm not getting that word. But anyway, so kind of like, especially people from our community tend to wear these KSIC saris. They dress up, they don't do anything, My mom is exceptional because she goes everywhere. Maybe of my mom's age, my mom is 77. So people of that age, they just dress up, wear silk sarees and dress up and do nothing. They dress up every single day, morning and in the evening also they change and everything. So it's like the signature sari of them. Either most of the time they tend to wear KSIC, if not Kanjivaram saris. So that's how the tradition is set up. And sometimes they also wear Sungudi cotton saris, and I'm not bringing Sungudi across. And these my silk saris are also it's good for any weather, even during summer, even during winter. You can wear it anytime. If you wear it during summer, it keeps you cool. If you wear it during winter, it keeps you warm because it's spun silk as it is. So there is no destruction. We can also call it vegan silk. It's not vegan as such, but it's pure silk. And the silkworm is not affected in any way. So as soon as the larvae flies out, the cocoons are spun and then the yarn is taken off. So that's how these saris are made. And it's very special. So kind of get excited of this. And that also reminds me to spell a little bit about vintage saris as well. My mom participates a lot in the vintage saris, and the story behind the vintage sari is, I'm not sure whether KSIC is doing it now, maybe because of COVID they had stopped it. It was about 10 years ago, I think. Mom had won consecutively for all the 5 or 6 years. Every single year she used to win this vintage sari competition. So what happens is KSIC announces a year. It could be 1960 or 1965 or 1970, though they just announce, and it just happens for a very short window frame, and they announce the year. And then if you have a sari from that year, say for example, I'll tell you the story because I had lost mom's sari. I have told this several times, but since I'm talking about KSIC, I can mention this. So this was the sari of her wedding, which was in 1961. So they had announced the sari saying, if you have saris belonging to 1961 year, you can come and showcase the sari. And the sari has to be very neat and tidy. And each sari presented, I think they used to get about 500 rupees or maybe 1,000 rupees or something. But in the end, probably in those years, they would have spent maybe 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees for a sari. So if you had about 4 saris from 1961, you would have got your money back for one sari, and you would have been happy saying, oh, I got my money back for my sari. So the same way mom showcased her, it was a Georgette sari, a beautiful, beautiful royal blue Georgette sari with a checkered one, and it had a butta in the middle. You don't get those saris anywhere, any time. And that was showcased for the vintage exhibition throughout Karnataka. And then they also sought her permission and said, this sari is very exclusive. We are going to take it to Andhra Pradesh as well. So it got showcased in Hyderabad, and then it went to Chennai. So it went to Chennai as well. If you Google my mom's name, you can see the sari there. So, and then it went to Chennai and then again came back to Bangalore. So after it came back to Bangalore, I visited Mysore, and then I told her, look, this sari has traveled all the 3 states, and I think it's high time that it comes back to me to Sydney. So anyway, she was happy to give it, and I got the sari, and I do remember bringing it from Mysore to Bangalore, and then I was busy rushing to get the correct blouse piece done and everything. I had taken it to the blouse piece center, and then afterwards, it's history. It's a mystery. I don't know what happened to the sari. I don't know whether I had left it in the car and someone has come and nicked that sari away. I just can't figure out, and even I can't remember even now what happened to that sari. So that sari went AWOL. It's missing at the moment. I couldn't find it anywhere. It's almost been like 15 years now. And I was so upset, but dad and mom were not. And dad said, look, whatever happens, happens for good. So forget about it. That sari has made its way through to 3 different states. Probably it was not for you. So whoever has taken it, they will have the pleasure of wearing it. But provided whoever has taken it, they should know the value of it. So it was kind of like, very sentimental for me. It did not come. So anyway, lost is lost. You can't repent. So that was the spiel about the mystery of the sari, which I missed. It's still, sometimes when I think of that, I'll just say, oh my God, where is that sari? Whoever is having, hope they have looked after the sari like us. You never know what they would have done to that sari. But anyway, so that's that. So if at all KSIC runs the vintage sari competition, ladies from Mysore, Bangalore, or from Karnataka, keep an eye, and you can showcase your saris, and you get good money. So probably you can get half your sari back, or maybe quarter of your sari back, and you can put in that money and buy another KSIC. I know we talk about KSICs and it's never ending. You just go to the shop and then, you just think and say which you want, which color. You're just lost in colors. And at the same time, you have to go to the right shop. They should showcase all the saris they have. But not all shops do show it very, very happily. They always kind of whinge. Because they get paid for what they do. But just kind of, make sure that you go to the right shop and shop the KSICs the way you want, and you can showcase the way you want. So that's my spiel about KSIC saris, ladies. If you have any tips, anything to share, please do share them. And I hope you all liked it. And put in some comments there so that I know who watched. And if you have any tips, please do comment in there. And it's a pleasure to read them. So I will be answering to all your messages, because if nobody wants to do Wholesome Wednesday session from next week, I'll be having plenty of time so I can concentrate on this. I won't stress too much. If people want to come, please do approach me. I would be happy to accommodate whoever comes through. So far, I haven't repeated any session. If I have to repeat moving forward, I'm happy to. I have packed quite a few of you all for repeat sessions. And I'm sure, if no one comes, I will take it easy as well. So I'm not too stressed. So if you want to showcase your talent, this is another platform for you, ladies. You can come in and showcase your talent, and that's the best I can do. I can promote your talent and bring across to the platform another Wholesome Wednesday session on every Wednesday. So that's the best I can do. If not, I will get an extra time, because I kind of come in home by 5 o'clock, get ready, and it takes a little bit of time to get ready, to prepare the material. And now I've got to show, put all the saris back in. That's another half an hour work for me, but that's okay. I wanted to sort them out anyway. So I enjoy doing them. And best is, the other thing which I wanted to tell you is, you have to air the saris as much as you can, so that, there is no moisture content in there, especially living overseas. I think we kind of do experience a little bit of mold and everything if you don't expose it to natural air circulating. So I would suggest, to air the saris as much as you can, so that, it doesn't attract mold. So that's the best way to keep your saris neat and clean. So my mom has joined. I asked mom, would you like to come? She said, no, I'm okay. So she's watching there. She's downstairs. I told her, come mom, I'm showcasing KSIC sari. She said, oh, no, it's okay, you go. So I'm wearing her sari. I thought she would come. She did not. But anyway. So thanks, ladies, for joining in. Appreciate your comments. And I look forward to having you all. Probably, I don't know, I might have something for next week. I will definitely announce it on Sunday, and keep your eyes wide open. if there is one. So there will be an announcement made. I just kind of like, don't come without announcing. So please do check the events tab and join us in. Exactly on the dot at 9 o'clock, finishing off. Hema signing off. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. Bye for now.